Good morning. Another video relate to uh, retirement planning, investment and retirement planning. Welcome to Kalandan Themes, yet another vlog from the Middle East. So today I'd like to say a few things about the retirement plan for the NRIs. Especially, last day I was listening to one of my bank's Zoom meeting where they have pointed very important aspects of retirement planning. Retirement planning means something arrangement so that we must have a financial security or financial freedom after we retire from the job, and to see that how our homeland India is fit for a retirement plan, or how it can help us for our retirement life. So it sounds very important topic. Actually, I was supposed to give this topic in bilingual, let's say Hindi and English, but I thought let me have a separate session for English and the later on Hindi, because as such the topic is very important, and it's let us say that average retirement time period age of Middle East NRI, let's say for example it's age of 60 or maybe a bit earlier. So let us, for calculation easy, we make it fixed as 60. So the expert says that at the age of 60, let's say our monthly expense back home, not considering on the overseas, because that is something to be terminated. So back home our monthly expense, let's say it's about 1 lakh rupees for maintaining ourselves, family, basic things. So it says that we should have a stock of 30 1 lakh into 30, 30 lakh, 1 lakh into 1 lakh per month. So 1 lakh into 12 lakhs into 30. So this must be our average expected earning after retirement. So 12 into 30, it comes around more than 3 crores, I believe. So if a person NRI retires at the age of 60, and what he left in his hand is around let's say 1 crore rupees as bank liquidity. If the person, if he's not having a retirement policy or plan or investment or assets, earning assets, that means his savings would might be drained by surprisingly within 10 years will be come round zero. That's the experts analysis. So it's a very alarming situation that experts says we must have some solid retirement schemes or plans. So the important thing is that what is that scheme or what is that plan. So I understand that a scheme or plan means which gives us monthly a fixed return. So how to make this fixed return? This is another question. What are the options left before us? Okay, one is conventional bank deposits, but unfortunately, bank deposits might return you these days between 5 to 5.5 in percentage in a year. So it will not support your requirement. So if you fully depend on bank deposit, then from the next day of your retirement, your cash liquidity must be getting drained day by day. So, what are the other conventional investments? Maybe gold, maybe stocks, maybe debentures, maybe own investment policies. So it depends upon what is the risk involved and how far you are expert doing a business back in India. To select the last option, I said it is self business projects. So it is a bit risky because maybe a person back home by the age of 60, maybe he might have spent around 30 years old in the overseas. So he's not in control with what's happening in Indian soil in terms of business. What are the practice and principles? So it might get risk, and there are a lot of examples that person have a serious negative impacts for doing own business all of a sudden, unless there is something carrying forward by his family business or traditional business on whatever you're doing. So small scale industry is also at a risk nowadays these days because all the industries are swallowed by the corporates, and standing with a small scale industry is a very big risk nowadays. Then what are the next options? So there are other options banks are giving for long term return planning, and I'm not much read about that, and it is just to advisories. You can consult with your bank consultancy offices. This is one of the way to get the knowledge on that. And basically what I want to say is that before investment you must do investigation. So investigation is the first step before you do any investment. And secondly, make sure you have long term returns. Long term means guaranteed returns from whatever investment you're doing, either in terms of stock or debentures or bonds. And make sure you are be transparent whatever you're doing with your family, that you don't have an unknown investment and it goes with you uninformed. It's another big risk. So that is the risk involved with the electronic mode of investments. You can do investment within 5 minutes by using even a mobile phone. But does it is it transparent? Is it conveyed to your family? Everybody knows about it. Have you checked the pros and cons, negatives and positives of that scheme? And beware of these online schemes and money marketing chain. These are all, keep it away from you. Or you can have best. My best advice is that give a time. Don't decide when you are in the overseas soil. After your retirement, take a 6 month hibernate breathing period, and by that time you can come with a solid decision. What are your future investment retirement planning? Because my suggestion is that whatever you're doing, what was you doing in the back your career overseas, try to do something related to that so you can use your expertise. If someone is in the automobile field, try to do something related to that. Someone is in the money market, try to do something related with that. Or someone with the doing business with gold, try to do something with that, because that makes sense. Unless you go, don't go 100% carried away with somebody else advice purely and you are not in that field. So try to invest something is in your field and which you are having an interest on it, and you are having control and you can monitor those topics. So, and one thing you understand, don't think is that, don't be in a situation thinking that you can do again, you can do continue as a professional, same you can continue as a career. Because even maybe we are healthy, even beyond 60 we are healthy, but the situation is that we cannot guarantee that we can go everyday work like this what we're doing overseas, because maybe change of climate, change of atmosphere, change of geography, there can be days coming with certain area of sickness, or you need a rest for a long time. So don't think that you can continue your profession as it is. You can do another office job or executive job. Don't take that things granted. It is not guaranteed by because of the age and the ailments. which is on the card, and make sure you must have a good health insurance back in India before you attain the age of 60. So try to do, if you are nearing to 60, the best advice from me is that try to do, before you start financial investment, try to do health medical insurance for you, because I heard that after 60 it's very difficult to do medical insurance in India. And for those who are from the southern India of Kerala, I advise that join the NRI schemes like Pravasi schemes. There are Pravasi welfare schemes where you deposit remit 300 rupees per month for 5 years. You will have a limited, even if it is so limited, you will have certain amount of lifetime pension and health coverage and children education coverage. So make use of these things. That's a good thinking, and at least you will have money for your ration. And with from the state government, this is for only for, I think, for the state of Kerala. So remaining people, do wisely, do your investment, you plan your schemes wisely, and don't jump into some any invest any scheme when you are not in the ground. Make sure you are in the town, you are in town, and do the activity, because the reality, Indian realities remain Indian reality, and you have to experience that, because as far as you are here, 20 30 years of diaspora or alienation from the land, you are out of so many statutes and rules and regulation and customs, practice, norms, culture, and this may work against your scheme or plan. So better do have take your time, 6 month time, wise planning, then start and make up your rearrange your expenditure areas, try to do the habit of saving. So that's it for the day. Let me come back with the same topic in Hindi in some other day for my Hindi friends. So thank you. This is Kalandan Themes, yet another vlog for the day. Thank you. See you.